Welcome back to The Pulse. We've been having a conversation about the demands by the CPP for government to refund monies collected from Ghanaians who have had to purchase application forms to be considered for employment in state-owned agencies. The party is also threatening to drag government to court should a government fail to heed their call. It comes as several security agencies, including the Ghana Police Service, begins mass recruitment of staff across the country. Eligible applicants are required to purchase a form at 100 cedis, and questioning why a citizen will have to pay to serve, the state chairperson of the party, Nana Akosua Frimpoma, said government is encouraging corruption by extorting monies from the youth. She spoke at that press conference a while ago and you heard there, and she thankfully is in the studio with me. Nana, good to see you.
Wonderful to see you.
So this is what has been happening over the years. I mean, why now? Why is the CPP speaking about it now?
Well, the fact that it's taking long doesn't make it right. Besides, the times are different. Currently, I got a text this morning asking me to come and take an application for the prisons. Okay. Prison services forms were ready for 100 Ghana. And also, I'm 60-something years, so 65. I'm past pension.
And this call came from where?
It came from Consolidated Bank. What's the name? Yeah. Consolidated Bank, yes, of Ghana. Yeah. So I used to have an account with Beige. So when they consolidated, so they
have your details. Okay.
So when it came in, I was a little surprised. So I just asked someone. Then I went to work and I told somebody. He said, "Oh, I just got a friend that called me and actually I asked for 100 Ghana." And then I told another person, I said, "I can't believe this. Today, asking people to pay 100 Ghana for the service, I never knew that." And then the gentleman said, "Listen, I'm just coming from Beige yesterday. I mean, from Consolidated Bank. I had to go and pay 100 Ghana, but I thought it was 50. So when I got there and I filled the forms, gave it to the lady, she looked at me and said, "Gentleman, are you serious? It's 50. He said he had to, and this is a guy that is was working before, and at least in his mid-30s, finished school long time, and didn't have the extra 50 Ghana. Came out of the bank embarrassingly, then had to call a friend, somebody brought 20 Ghana, 15. There's no guarantee that he is going to get a job. What is this? And so for us, it's coming out, though it looks like late, but it is the policy. We believe we are a human-centered party. We believe in the welfare, and any policy that comes must be geared towards the welfare of the people, and it must have a long-term vision and impact on the society. If today a young person who is looking for a job, it's insane. Even in my own establishment, I don't see how I can ask people on the street looking for jobs to come in and apply with even 10 Ghana cedis to talk about 100 Ghana, 1 million Ghana cedi, old cedis. It's not acceptable. So we are asking that
ideally, what would you have had government do or these institutions do to get people to become part of them or serve?
It shouldn't be like a privilege that you go and pay money. We should have young people that want to serve this nation. Police service is a service to the nation. Military, customs, teach every service like that. It's a state service, and we should have young people who want to come in there and want to serve. Currently, we've created a situation in the country where the private sector is almost collapsed. I mean, sort of. The banking sector collapsed, sort of. And so a lot of young people are unemployed. We've taken young people, giving them free education, and therefore they've all finished SS at home. And the requirement starts from SS. So it looks like it's just a mass way of collecting money from the youth of this country. What do I expect? The day we take power, there will be not even 1 cent paid. We should be happy as a nation, having the youth wanting to work. In other parts of the world, young people are paid to go look for a job. Okay. We are here and they want to work. And then we are charging them, making it so difficult for them. Within this COVID era, not only do they have to pay the 100 Ghana, which they don't have, they now have to travel distances to go through some interview and application. And when they don't get the job, they lose the money. That is extortion.
Okay. So which monies are you asking government to refund? The monies for the application, or to refund monies to those who eventually don't get the job?
No. There should be no payment. How do you, madam, how do you ask a young person who you don't have jobs to give them? The few little, any jobs have caps anyway. The IMF limitations on these things, we can't hire everybody.
Yeah.
So we know maybe 1,000, 2,000. Yet there are about millions of young people out there looking for jobs. And you now put in application and say 100 Ghana. Everybody is going to find money by all means necessary to go and pay for that. What nation is that?
Now, you're also asking government to pay monies that they've taken over the years.
Absolutely.
I mean, what period of time are you looking at?
I think this thing might have started maybe 10, 20 years ago. I don't know when. They should refund the money.
Okay.
You know something, it's so simple. We always have the, what do you call them? Those guys who always, the Auditor General Department or wherever, they will tell us how much money has been collected. These are our children. These are not foreigners. The foreign embassies are doing this to us. And some of us think it's very bad. Why you go in, pay money before you go for interview, and you lose the money when you don't get approved. And the country is doing the same thing to its own citizens. How can they fight for us? No wonder nobody fought for us.
Have you checked with the Auditor General to know how much is involved in this, so that you know how much money you're demanding government to
Let's say
refund?
it's $1 billion. I don't have it checked. Okay. The Auditor General, that's their work. They are being paid for.
Okay.
A whooping 70% of our GDP that we collect, the money we pay, goes towards paying the public sector. All these young people who are not able to get the jobs, yet the little work they'll be doing, paying every day by day, pass here, pass there, is going to add up and pay for public sector. And they have a job to do.
Yep.
They don't have to take anybody's money to interview them. And it's not. And I'm sorry to say, it's not just even the jobs, even the school system, the state schools, who are asking young people to pay like example, I have a girl there, Navrongo. They pay 200 Ghana, then 150 Ghana for interview, 200 Ghana for application, 150 Ghana for interview, and then 5 Ghana each time he goes to check whether he's been accepted in the school or not. He called me today. He didn't have the 5 CDs. No, we won't sit down. We won't sit down. This is not acceptable.
So you've given government a 3-week ultimatum.
Yes.
If it doesn't happen, you seek to go to court?
Absolutely, we will not sit down. This is not acceptable. Let me tell you what happens. I'm now concerned. The way the whole country is today, lack of employment, confused, the youth is really frustrated and all that. If we continue to do this, we are making them, it looks like we are not telling young people to love their country and give of their best. Because the moment you do this, the person has to go through so much just to get a job. And I'm saying that we have young people that are committed. And here's the appeal we are making again. The government said they are going to set up a bank, take money here, they are going to help 1 million people. The youth who have demonstrated this and they didn't get a job have clearly demonstrated their willingness and their commitment to work.
Okay.
Put that name there, take every youth and give them money to do some business or the other. Most of them would work and hire other youth and not extort and cheat them. This is not acceptable. This is like legalized corruption.
Have you had any engagement with the Minister in charge of employment, all the people who matter, the Accountant General that does the payment? I mean, have you had engagement with all these people who matter in government with regards to your request?
We will have engagement. We haven't. I'm telling you, I saw it today and I didn't even want to sleep on the next month because I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
Especially the prison service would ask for this, immigration would ask for this, customs would ask for this. So if you have the money, you go, I cannot understand. And indeed, I was so happy to hear this morning from one of the press guys that apparently before MPP took over, that one of the, is it Samia Uku? I really like him, very smart gentleman, actually said they were going to stop this. So if he's there listening to us, this is their party's in power, their government is for them now. He should stop it. They should cut it off.
Don't you think engagement would help in actually pushing for your demand? Because
absolutely.
Calling on government may not be enough to get them to respond to to your, do you plan to engage the Minister for Employment on this one?
I will do that. On behalf of the youth of this country, we'll do anything.
Okay.
But this is just the beginning. We believe that, you know the way the system works here. By the time you go to somebody, the person won't even listen to you. Because it's, I'll say, in the BI has been going on, and they may think it's nothing. But we want them to know how serious this is. Because there's no money in the system. There's no money. 100 Ghana. The gentleman that told me, he didn't want to show his face. He has his masters already. He's looking for a job. And he went to apply. He's gotten the first, there's a test that you get with the police that says that you have gone through the preliminary, so he's okay. So he didn't want to show his face. And yet, he has paid 100 Ghana he didn't have. He borrowed 50 Ghana from friends, 3 friends, 15, 20, before he was able to pay for the application within that short time. I don't think this is fair. I want to believe that it's an oversight on government. You know, sometimes you get overburdened and overwhelmed with other things, and then you let very essential things like this go. The youth of the country are ready to work. You see them line up so much just for a job. Why extort money from them? This is not acceptable.
We can now hear from the police on the ongoing recruitment. ACP Kwesi Fori, who is Director of Public Affairs, has been speaking on the matter.
All prospective candidates should strictly go by our advertisement instructions and directives. Going to the commercial bank to buy a voucher and moving on to our site to apply online. We've not mandated anybody or group of persons to sell police forms outside. We've not taxed any middleman or middlemen to employ candidates on our behalf. And that anybody who comes into your home, your community, your town, city, to solicit that illicit way of doing business, to come in there, they should arrest that person and send him to the nearest police station. Again, I reaffirm that anybody or group of persons that come into your home, your community, to solicit for money, to sell police forms, that person is a criminal, and that the community should quickly arrange the police to pick him or her. Therefore, people should go strictly by that, and the administration is determined to put up a very successful recruitment program in this year, 2021.
So that's ACP Kwesi Fori, who is Head of Public Affairs at the Ghana Police Service. And now let me ask you, when do you intend to meet the Employment Minister to discuss your concerns? I
guess we'll try and do it tomorrow. If he has time, we'll go to him tomorrow. But am I supposed to, did I hear him right? The police officer?
Yes, you heard him right.
Is he referring to the 100 Ghana application form? Then they have, this is good for them. They should quickly go and arrest about 7 banks that are collecting. And one of them, I can tell them in authority, is the Ghana Consolidated Bank, isn't it? The one that consolidates all the banks. I have on record, I should have brought it here, I have on record Immigration Services. The lady that paid 100 Ghana, and the application came out. So if these people are just doing it, and I also have on record, the gentleman from my outfit who went to pay 100 Ghana at the bank, getting a response from the police service, which he showed me, that says that he's been pre-qualified or whatever. He's now waiting for the next. So who is sending that?
No, I think he's talking about fake people who promise people that they will get people into the police service.
That is a different chapter.
That's a different
We are talking to the legitimate one that they are collecting. Governments, state institutions are asking young people who are not employed to pay.
Okay, so that's one on your screens over the Ghana Immigration Service hiring, and the how much you're supposed to pay is 100 cedis. So yes, that speaks to your matter. But you say that if the talks fail, or if government fails to respond to your demand, you go to court. Do you have what it takes? It's not going to be it's going to be a tough battle, I must say.
That is what we are here.
How prepared are you?
We are a tough, the current leadership of this party is different. My name is Nana Akusia Frimpoma Saponkumanku.
Okay.
My life and everything is for the nation and it's for the people of this nation, especially for the youth.
Okay.
This is one thing for me, I can't even fathom, I can't understand why we can let it continue. It is
Do you have a legal team put together already to face this battle?
We have, you know me, I'm one of those people that take it one day at a time.
Okay.
This is, for me, it's not a battle. It is trying to work for the youth of the nation. We believe, and I strongly believe in this, that our current president is a hearing president.
Okay.
I think this is one of those things that why you need to be free. So you understand. For when a lot of things hit you, then you forget what is so important. This is critical. It doesn't speak well of us. It doesn't build the best in young people. It doesn't make the child patriotic. We are not showing love and concern. It's insensitive to people. The parliamentarians, these are the very people that vote for them. They go there, give themselves big checks and big fat this and then as gratia and all that. They should stop this. It's a shame.
It's going to be a tough battle, but let me wish you luck as you embark on this one. Nana Akosia from Poma, she's the chairperson of the CPP. I'm grateful that you came.